Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have a Motorola G30 or a Moto G30 that needs a screen replacement. And as you can see, it really needs one. So let's go fix it. So right here, we're gonna start by removing the SIM card tray. And of course, remove the back cover. So this one has a different style compared to the flagship smartphones that we have been repairing in the past few days. This one is also plastic, but is held on by just clips and a little bit of adhesives at the top. So right here, we're gonna spray it off so that it will soften a bit. And then as we realize here, there's also a flat cable that attaches to the main board. And bad news, we need to remove the shroud before we can detach it completely from the board. So right here we will use screwdriver, and then mark off the screws that we need to put back on the right place. So this is kind of tricky at first, and right here it's removed. So we're going to remove now the shroud that covers the main board, and we're going to remove the battery connector and the old display. This is the display connector. We're going to test it off to see if it works, and then it works. So we're going to see how it manages the touch. So we're going to test if it's also recognizing inputs for brightness control. And of course the camera is working. So we're gonna start by fully disassembling the device, removing the battery, the connector. That big connector is the connector for the display. So it goes around from the bottom underneath the battery and goes to the main board. So that's using a lot of space, and it's getting tricky to remove. This is the screen. The screen is held on by adhesives, and you can see the residue, the shards of glass that we can remove from this kind of damage. So David is now wearing some gloves to protect his fingers from injury. So right here, it's very dangerous, especially when you fling it to your eyes. And if you're someone who is DIYing some repairs of your own G30, this can be dangerous because it can be embedded on your eyes or your skin, which is kind of painful. So I'm going to use a brush here to clean up the workspace. So mind you, if it's just a simple crack, it's no problem, but with that one, it's pretty dangerous. Right here, we're just going to test fit the new replacement display, and we're going to put some fresh adhesives to attach it permanently on the device. But in the future, if the customer wants another screen replacement, it is easily serviceable because the adhesives can be just heated up and melted, and then you can remove the old display. So this is an adhesive for the flat cable that goes around the chassis. So this is the battery that covers that flat cable, and then we're gonna do everything in reverse now. So the Motorola G30 reminds me of the mid-range smartphones in terms of construction. It's highly sophisticated, but the repairability is not really straightforward. We just show you the flat cable that attaches to the back cover, which is kind of tricky for beginners, or of course even technicians who are experienced. So we're gonna test all the components, the buttons, the screen, the camera, the sensors, and of course some settings, just to make sure that the repair is successfully completed. So this is almost done. This is the trickiest part for me. We're just gonna attach it back, and then in the process of attaching it, you have to lift the shroud a little bit and then install the screws back while the back cover is kind of obstructing the view on the screw holes, but this kind of manageable. So we're just gonna press on the clip, no adhesives here, and then of course the SIM card tray. It also accepts, micro SD card, which is kind of a feature right now. Some flagship smartphones don't have that one. So this is rubber bands to make the adhesives dry and cure, and we're gonna install tempered glass so that it will protect the new display from damage when the user drops again his smartphone. And of course, it's David. Perfect. So if you have a Moto G30, an iPhone, ROG phone, or other Android smartphones that you want to have fixed, head on to Sydney CBD Repair Centre, leave us a message, and click like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, cheers!